Welcome to Detroit Lions News Podcast. I said this earlier, but we weren't even live, so I'm a dumbass. hopefully this day goes a lot better for the Detroit Lions because they're playing the Buffalo Bills. This morning has been a little bit hectic in terms of I don't know what the hell's going on. Can't connect to the TV.
I know, we're lagging right now.
We're lagging a little bit. I don't know what the hell is going on. Maybe something's going on downtown. Maybe it's the drones.
I don't know, man, because we're hardwired to the internet, so we shouldn't have that issue. You know what I mean?
We shouldn't have that issue at all. But Welcome to Detroit Lions News Podcast. I'm your host, Show Chat. This is my other host, James Matthews.
What up, though?
And the reason I say host is because, well, you're an official host now.
All right.
So
I got the title.
You'll be good to go. And a lot of people, they loved the last podcast, so we thought we'd do it again.
Good.
Obviously, this will be just a half hour, but we're going to just go with it. Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions, and obviously today we're at Three Kings Sports Cards and Collectibles in Detroit, and they have a tailgate party.
12 tailgate party from 12 to 4 today. We cooking up burgers and hot dogs. We got pops, waters, chips, all kinds of snacks. We have some music in the parking lot right next door. We're also gonna be raffling off a Lions jersey. And we're also going to be raffling off a bottle of Crown with the Lions bag on it. But obviously, you got to be 20 in that. So come on through.
Yep. And so this is the funny one because Buffalo Bills come in town. Obviously, you know, I work with the Buffalo Bills fan. Keith.
Sorry about your luck.
Shout out to Keith. Yeah. No, he's a nice guy. But they have this stupid chant, "Let's go Buffalo." I like Bills Mafia. I like that they jump through tables. I'm trying to find a Bills Mafia tailgate so I can jump through a table. But
dude, I would go buy a table to watch you do it. You heard it here first. He said he'd do it, right?
I'll do it.
He said he'd do it. I will go buy a table, a wooden one.
No, not a wood one. It's got to be plastic.
Come on, man. You said a table. A table's made out of wood, right?
No. You gotta do the plastic table. You know, you do a wood table, but you might get some wood up your ass. You know, and then you'd be in a bad situation. It would
be the first time for you, huh? No. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just playing. But I'm gonna go buy a table, and I'm gonna hold him to this, right? I'm holding him to this. So, and then we're gonna go live on the podcast. We're gonna watch him jump through a table. But he's be wearing a Lions jersey. No Buffalo Bills shit.
No Buffalo Bills. No. And also, we wanted to let you know that we're going to be doing the Billy Sims interview. That'll come out Christmas Eve. We're recording it Saturday. Obviously, we're making this announcement because, we made an announcement on the last podcast, but I'm making it now. Because obviously, the Heisman Trophy ceremony was yesterday. Mm-hmm. Travis Hunter won the Heisman Trophy.
What do you think about that?
I think it's good.
You think?
Yeah, he did.
I'm going to hear a lot of people bitch about it.
Well, it was the closest Heisman, in history between Ashton Jeanty and Travis Hunter, but you can't go around with Travis Hunter. He's a two-way player that plays pretty good, and he's probably going to be a top 5 draft pick in the NFL. So can't go wrong with that. And he was one of the best players in college football. Obviously, it was him and Ashton Jeanty. That was it. The rest of them, no. Cam Ward, no.
Nah.
Dylan Gabriel, no. You know, I love Cam Scadaboo. You know, his whole, just bowling people over, look like Mike Allstott back in the prime. No. Anyway, it's all good. So we're talking about the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions, and you look at the players that are going to be the focal point of the day. You got the Jared Goff and Josh Allen. You got James Cook and Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown and Khalil Shakir. And I posted something on the page yesterday where it's amazing to say this, but both the Khalil Shakir and Amon-Ra St. Brown are top 5 in drop rate. But there's one player in particular that surprised the hell out of me that he was in top 5 in the drop rate. Jakobi Meyers. He has not dropped a ball all season. Not one ball. And he has no quarterback. It's amazing. Jakobi Meyers. Oakland. I keep saying Oakland. Damn it. Vegas Raiders.
Well, dude, it's always be the Oakland Raiders to be, man.
Oh, man.
So I got a little bit of a bold prediction for one of our players, and it's this guy right here, Jahmyr Gibbs, over 100 yards and at least 2 touchdowns.
Well, it's funny you mention it because when you look at the Buffalo defense has given up 123 yards a game in rushing. That's 19th in the NFL. And then you look at like the passing yards; they're pretty good at that. Total yards are 14th in the NFL, but third down they give 43.2%, which is 25th in the NFL. So your bold prediction is not far off. It's really not that far off.
All right.
So it is good.
Right on. Dude, I'll tell you one thing, man. Like being down here yesterday, there's a lot of Buffalo fans here in Detroit. A lot of Buffalo.
Yeah,
fans.
I talked to a few today. They said that they were
Trying to take over the
try to
stadium.
take over the stadium.
That ain't gonna fucking happen.
It makes no sense, but it is what it is. These people, Buffalo fans and Detroit fans, are both very an energized fan base.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Then forget what this is. So this is the spread, 2.5 point spread. Detroit's a 2.5 point favorite. The over under is 54.5. So if you get to 28, 20, 31, you go over. I don't think there's any chance that this goes under. So you're not gonna see that. So unless you want to play some money on it, you'll be.
Always talking about the gambling stats, man.
You always got to talk about the gambling stats. Listen, we are in a gambling state. We are the what is it? We are the third most betted state in the entire country.
That's wild. Dude.
Vegas and where's the other one? I think it's Vegas and Colorado. So you gotta talk about the gambling because the people love it. They love it.
Yes, they do.
So Jack Campbell's gonna be a big focal point today because when you talk about the Buffalo Bills, you talk about Josh Allen, and Josh Allen for all his stuff, man. Like you look at his rushing stats, he's got 416 yards, 9 touchdowns, 80 carries. He averages 5.2 per carry. Like the guy's a total freakazoid.
Yeah,
he got me 80 points in fantasy, and you know what happened? I still lost.
I saw that. Dude, I don't know how you managed to lose that, but that was hilarious. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you, but I'm gonna.
You can laugh at my misery. That's what I think, But it's going to be a big game for Josh Allen and the Lions defense to try to corral him because when you look at it's
going to be a tough game for sure.
There's a statistic I got here. Where is it? Right here. So it's rushing in the red zone. Now I had some dude that was a bookie that said that I was wrong with this stat. And I want to tell him if you're a bookie, you should know this stat because you shouldn't be going into it haywire like an idiot. But rushing in the red zone, the Detroit Lions defense is 22nd in the NFL, and the Buffalo Bills are second in the NFL. And when people ask why the Detroit Lions are 22nd in the NFL, or the Buffalo Bills are second in the NFL, just look at the players that the Buffalo Bills got. They got James Cook. They got Josh Allen. Josh Allen's on a 7 straight touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, or a receiving touchdown because he had that one receiving touchdown that one Sunday night. But every game he's scoring a rushing touchdown. So he's a pain in the ass to deal with. And when Dan Campbell was on the 97 ticket, he said on 97 the ticket, it'll be imperative for the Detroit Lions to stay in the rush lanes, not give him anything to do, not give him any chance to get outside the pocket. Because we know these quarterbacks, like guys like Lamar and guys like Josh Allen, you can't let them get outside the pocket. You can't let them get free because if they do, they're going to beat you.
And that's one thing I've noticed with the Lions as well is every time we face a mobile quarterback, we get cooked. You notice that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
not as of recently.
Yeah,
but in last year before, and we're not even going to go any farther than that because we were getting cooked by everybody. But
Kyler Murray didn't do a bad. They did a good job against Kyler Murray.
Yeah, but Kyler Murray isn't the Kyler Murray that we used to know either.
Yeah, but he's still a guy that can rush the ball. I think he's averaging 35 yards a game, so that's not bad. But when you talk about guys like Kyler Murray, there's been a few. We haven't played any rushing quarterbacks here. He still chewed us up. That was the game that he chewed us up.
Baker's been balling though, bro.
But Baker has been balling, so it is interesting. All right.
Super frozen, man. Is that forward like not all the way in or something? Looks like it's hanging up.
It's something frozen. I don't know what's going on with the internet feed.
Could be the weather too.
Ugh,
Where do you see if we're live or not?
it's right there, but I don't know what's happening. We are having technical difficulties if you're not
Yeah.
understanding. The weather is something. We are hardwired and we're still having technical difficulties. F you, Comcast.
It's Dish or DirecTV. DirecTV.
All right, F you, DirecTV. I
But
mean,
fuck Comcast too.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Because
fuck Comcast.
I was at your house one time and we were watching the Lions game. Remember, this is funny as hell. I still think it's funny as hell. Now he did not think it was funny as hell because he pays
Too much for Comcast.
too much for Comcast, and so we were at his house. We were watching the Lions game, and then all of a sudden, zoop, not available. He's like, you know what we're doing? We're going to Struckers, which is right by his house.
Dude.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Comcast got an ass chewing after that.
But the reason that you're not really worried about this game pass coverage is because this guy named Carlton Davis, who has been absolutely phenomenal. He has since week 9, Carlton Davis is a PFF's top-rated cornerback with an overall defensive grade of 83.1. His coverage grade is number 1 in the NFL as well, and he has allowed a pass rating of 96.3, which is better than 11 cornerbacks. So when you talk about a move that Brad Holmes made that was really, really crucial, was that true?
Dude. And Holmes we trust.
He hasn't made a bad move, and it's
No,
funny because
bro.
a lot of people talk about Brad Holmes, and they talk, I remember this back in the offseason. People were like, why didn't we get this player? Why didn't we get this player? Why didn't we get this player? Well, I'm going to play a video clip. This is from Dan Campbell and his but first I'm going to play where is it? No excuses. So this was Dan Campbell on Sirius XM. He says there's no excuses.
We're not taking excuses, and you can't, because once you let that in the door, then everything's an excuse, and
Yep.
Those guys, whoever you are, we're going to give you a chance to make a play and help us do your job, but you gotta hold up your end of the bargain and go balls to the wall.
So since we're talking about excuses, I want to go back to the Green Bay game last week because all I've been hearing is Packers fans whining and fucking crying. Oh, Goff's knee was down. How do you motherfuckers not know that he has to be touched? I don't know why this has to be explained to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is some of the most ignorant shit I've been seeing, and it's still going on now. And then you know what? As Lions fans, we've lost in every fucking way possible.
Okay.
And then some. So we don't want to hear
You're not even on Twitter. The worst part was there was
Go ahead.
The worst part is that you're not on Twitter or X or whatever. There's a Packers beat writer, a Packers podcaster named Peter Bulachensky or whatever. Guy looks like a total loser. Never played football in his life. That's why I assume. Anyways, we were totally robbed, bro. You were totally robbed.
You got sympathy from Lions fans.
You got a 4th down converted on you in the last seconds of the game.
Yeah.
You could have stopped
Play better.
So it's all this stuff. Look, as Lions fans, we know. I mean, we dealt with the Cowboy game last year, where that was a total shellacking, and even the NFL agreed that was a total shellacking. And then I got
how many times have we gotten apology letters from the NFL over games that we lost?
I always love the apology letters because it's like
fuck your apology. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Well, what does it do? Nothing. You already lost.
Shine it up.
It doesn't matter.
And
Were they gonna redo the game where you could apologize? No, they're not gonna do that. So that's so stupid. But Packer fans, you know what? I sense a little bit of
saltiness,
bitching. Like I sense a little bit of maybe the Wisconsin area is just bitchy. Yeah. Maybe just a maybe.
But you know what? What would other people in our Facebook group, NFC North SmackDown, in our division, when we would lose to them and we would say something about the refs, what would they tell us?
Oh, they would tell us, you need some excuses. You could have made the plays.
Don't leave it up to the refs and blah 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 blah.
Well,
Right?
you leave it up to the refs. I mean, whatever. But that game wasn't left up to the refs. You could have stopped them on 4th down.
Yeah.
Lions, the Packers are stupid, anyways.
Yeah. No sympathy from Lions fans.
You get no sympathy, and you will like it.
Right.
There's a stat for the Lions, though, that is interesting here, because we all know Jared Goff is good passing the ball. He's actually one of the better quarterbacks this year in deep passing, which is, people say that Goff can't throw the deep ball. Remember that he can't get the ball to J-Bo, guys.
One of the best games I've ever watched out of all the years of watching football was when Goff was on the Rams and they played the Kansas City Chiefs, and that was a fucking shootout. You remember that? It was like the ketchup and mustard bowl.
Yeah,
because they had their yellow jerseys on.
Yeah, it was kind of displayed. You didn't like the display of the jerseys,
right?
And as a jersey savant, I didn't like it either. But the reality of the situation is horrible jerseys. Great game.
Bro, Goff was shooting that ball all over that field, bro.
But the defense, the Buffalo defense is 28th in the NFL in short passing. Detroit's 2nd. And when you think about short passing, you think about Amon-Ra St. Brown. You think about Jahmyr Gibbs coming out of the backfield, Sam Laporta, Jameson Williams, Tim Patrick.
I was gonna say Patrick, bro. Patrick's been balling for us. Bro.
Oh hell yeah, he has been. And he had one of his better games last week. So.
And I also heard that Jamal Adams will be taking some more snaps this game too. So
we
can really use that.
It's only common sense, because the guy only got. People are like, why did they use Jamal Adams more in the last game? He just got there 3 days prior. He's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? He got there 3 days prior. So they did a good job of getting him into the game. But like Dan Campbell said in the clip I played, there's no excuses. Like, we expect you to play. We'll give you the resources to play.
Yeah.
It's up to you to play. And obviously, they weren't comfortable with him in some situations because he's brand new.
He should be more adapted now.
Yeah, you give him a week, it's all good.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But
we needed that 10 days. We really needed it.
Yeah, we definitely need that 10 days. So we look at Josh Allen, like you look at his deep passing and his deep. I mean, obviously, with the whole wireless display not working, you can see that he is better at short passes and deep passes, which goes against every theory that Josh Allen could throw the deep ball and all that stuff. Whatever. Josh Allen has been better at the short throws because Khalil Shakir is. I watched him out of Boise State. Mm-hmm. The first person I was reminded of who he could potentially be in the NFL. St. Brown. He's the same player, and he has the same mindset. And he might not be he's actually pretty damn good.
I'm not saying he's not, but St. Brown is just built different. It's encoded in his DNA. His dad pushed him and his brother their entire lives.
Yeah, but I think
he's a different.
What I'm saying by St. Brown is he comes out of Boise State, which is not a notoriously huge school where NFL prospects come out of. And the second part about it is he's a smaller guy. He's not a bigger guy. He's not like George Pickens, who's what a total lunatic that guy is. I don't know what. Just hold up right here. I don't know what it is with Pittsburgh Steelers wide receivers. Why are they always nuts? Like Antonio Brown, Chase Claypool, Martavius Bryant smoking tons of copious amounts of weed. Juju Smith-Schuster dancing on TikTok. Like, okay, dude. Like, now you got George Pickens, who's I was flabbergasted. This guy plays in Pittsburgh. He plays in effing Pittsburgh. And he goes, bro, the weather. Bro, you play in Pittsburgh.
Right. What? Pittsburgh has been balling this season, though, and I called it in preseason.
Yep, you did.
They play. Who did they play today? They play
Eagles. So
Eagles.
We are rooting for the Steelers.
Bro, and that's one of the things I said in preseason too. I said they're going to be the spoilers this season. And if we can get the Browns to beat the Chiefs today too.
How many people in the NFL thought that the Steelers would be on top of the AFC North? Not many people. If you did, but not many people said they always said the Bengals, right? Or they would say the Ravens.
Right.
They never said the Steelers. Like the Steelers were like the third team that people would mention. It's just the reality. So they've been doing a good job, and thankfully we don't play the Steelers because Mike Tomlin.
Bro.
I gotta say, Mike Tomlin and Dan Campbell are two coaches that I swear I could run through a wall for, man. Like they are just like
Oh, yeah.
I've seen. I don't know if you watched the Hard Knocks. You gotta watch this.
No, I haven't watched it.
It's the AFC North Hard Knocks, so it's all the
Oh.
AFC North teams.
Okay.
And you can tell
I haven't
Mike.
watched
You
it
can
this
tell
season.
Mike Tomlin hates that effing Mike. He's like, get this effing Mike off me. And then his one player is like, "Oh, you the Fed." He's like, "Shut your ass up."
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I did see that part. Yeah,
I
that
love
was
it,
a
but-
reel on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
I seen. Yeah.
But you look at this game today with the Lions and Bills. Everyone has picked the Lions except one person, Daniel Jeremiah, which he's a pretty good person. But it's pretty split. Like ESPN had a lot of people pick the Bills, which whatever. If you still respect
Well, this
ESPN,
isn't going to be an easy game by no means.
no.
So I mean, the Lions got to play their best football today. I mean, I trust what Dan Campbell does, but I mean, if he's got a chance to take some points, man, against this team, especially if we're on our side of the 50, I think he needs to just punt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I get what he's doing. I respect it, and I'm for it. But sometimes, man, you just, especially against a team like the Buffalo Bills. Oh, don't you even, motherfucker. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
You guys smell it? I sense a little bit of bitch. Because
I got you, bitch.
because Dan Campbell is going to do what Dan Campbell wants to
We
do.
all know that.
And look
man.
at-
I'm just saying.
This guy, when he goes to Ford Field, this guy literally he takes his balls, puts it in a wheelbarrow, and wheels them in the Ford Field because
Right.
he don't care. Now I'm telling you right now, to beat Josh Allen and the Bills, you got to score touchdowns. So the whole
yeah.
emphasis is going to be
That's the whole point of the game.
right. Well, yeah, I mean that's
Got to
obvious.
score touchdowns.
But against Josh Allen, it's even more so because he could score in a heartbeat. So what I'm saying is, what's going to be a crucial part in this game, and a lot of people are going to be watching this game, and they're going to be like, what's the crucial point in this game? Crucial point in this game is time of possession. If you get time of possession, you're going to win this game because you got to keep Josh
The
Allen
Lions have been killing that too.
right. You got to keep Josh Allen off the field. I don't care who he is. I don't care what what you think of him. Some people think he's a turnover machine. He's been way better in the turnover department. But you think about it like this: if you just keep him off the field, he's liable to not get beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I said it. So if Dan Campbell goes for a fourth down, Dan Campbell's been shown where he's been known to do that. So that's what he does.
Well, and I do get that to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Because he's grooming this team not to be used to going for it on fourth down, so it becomes routine.
See, the last
Like I understand that
the
part of it.
last game you were talking, me and you were watching the game together here at Three Kings Sports Cards Collectibles in Detroit, Michigan,
Mhm.
1414 Griswold. And
Nice plug.
great. Anyways, so we were watching the game here, and they went for it on fourth down inside their own 50. A lot of you didn't even get it. You said you didn't get
Bro,
it.
that
You were pissed off about it.
did piss me off. And the Packers scored on it.
But the reason I get it is because you were trying. It's the same thing you're trying to do today. You're trying to get the most possessions. Like you're.
No, I understand that part of it too, because you and I talked about that. I go, yeah, I see your point. You make valid points with that, but I'm just sitting there thinking, like, on our side of the 50, though. I mean, bro,
It's better than punting. My opinion. It's better to punt. It's better than punting the ball, allowing them to take 3 or 4 or 5 minutes off the clock, and then you're gonna have to go score again. You never know how things can go in ebbs and flows of games. So that's why I kind of get it. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, but it's just, man, I don't know. I was very fucking nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're playing the Packers. I don't want to hear Packers fans chirping all week if they ended up winning over that. And then,
See, I always tell people that Dan Campbell has. You better be ready. You better have Tucker booty syndrome, booty hole syndrome, because you better be ready. Because like a lot of people, like they get scared. People get scared when people make decisions. Like they make these broad decisions, but they're all planned out. Because even Dan Campbell said on Sirius XM, I was going to play the clip, but obviously the internet connection today in the downtown Detroit is effing
Yeah, it could be a lot of people in the city today too, man.
But that's what I'm saying. And the weather. The weather sucks.
Yeah,
too.
weather sucks. But the tailgate's going on no matter what. We got a tent, music, food, everything. So no matter what, we're gonna be tearing that parking lot up. So come get some.
Yep. So yeah, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be cool. Obviously it's gonna be a busy day downtown.
Yes, sir.
And then also I gotta plug this too. They are having a customer appreciation day at Billy Sims Barbecue. You can meet Billy Sims December 20th and December 21st.
Oh,
They
you
got.
going?
I'm going 21st. Yeah.
The 21st.
I got-
Call me. I'll go with you.
I gotta interview him.
Oh, you're interviewing him that day.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you
okay.
can come with me too.
All right, bet.
Anyways, so we are. They're gonna have $6.99 pulled pork. I gotta tell you this, guys. I like barbecue. You like barbecue?
I love bar.
You like barbecue?
Come on.
I know you got a smoker, but I don't know. Today you turned the corner on.
Turn the corner on what?
Maybe you don't enjoy barbecue like you used to because
Don't even start. Because you know I can throw down on the grill.
Yeah, you can throw it on.
If you deny that, we fighting right here.
Hey. Ratings bananas. Let's go.
Oh, you want some?
Anyways, they got the pulled pork is great there, and the mac and cheese is great there.
You know, I've never eaten there yet. I've always wanted to, but never really.
I had it
had a
at the
chance.
Livonia Spree, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I remember it was a place on Southfield, and Billy said,
They had one on Woodward too for a
Yeah.
while.
and Billy said they're gonna get the one in Woodward back and the one in Southfield, but they closed it because of COVID and all that stuff.
Yeah, COVID messed
So-
a lot of things up, man.
Anyways, that's what's going on there. But the Lions Bills game is today. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be downtown. If you're coming downtown, parking's already nuts. So get downtown before
Yeah, for
whatever. And you can come down here and tailgate party for sure.
Yeah.
But what do you think's going to happen in today's game?
Ooh, I think it's going to be a close one. I really do, unless the Lions can somehow pull ahead. I'm going to predict 17-24 Lions.
I'm going to go high scoring again. I'm going to go 35-28, 35-31, Detroit. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think both these defenses can be had, even though both of them played well. But I just look at both offenses and I go,
Reader's back too.
yeah, I know, but I just look at both offenses and I go,
They're both great offenses, man.
these are the two highest scoring offenses in the NFL.
Number 1 and number 2.
Number 1 and number 2. Josh Allen's a freakazoid. It's like if you created a player on Madden a long time ago. You max up all the overalls. He could truck people. He could juke people. He could throw the ball 1,000 yards downfield. It is what it is. So that's why I think that is what that's what it's going to be. And honestly, this is going to be a great game in two great cities. And also, I had to get told this by Buffalo Bills fans. Bills would not exist if it wasn't for the Lions.
That's an interesting take.
Because now people that don't know, Ralph Wilson started the Bills back in 19 and he was a minority owner in the Detroit Lions, and he would never have been an active or created owner in the AFL if he never was a minority owner in the Lions. And he was a big time philanthropist in Detroit, Michigan too. Huge. There's a park named after him down the street. So
Okay.
I mean, but Ralph Wilson was huge, and when the Buffalo Bills first started, their colors weren't red, white, and blue.
They were
Blue and silver.
yeah.
So that's
Back when OJ Simpson played, right?
no, that was way before, the 60s when they first started in the
Right.
AFL.
So I remember
But they had
OJ's jersey.
Yeah,
was kinda had the
the
blue, white, and
the
silver,
throwbacks
wasn't
had the
it?
blue and silver, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because that's the way they're kind of and they're nestled together because they're two Great Lakes cities. And it's always a good. I wonder if they're playing for that stupid Edmund Fitzgerald trophy that we know Cleveland hasn't won none of that. That's in a while, but the Edmund Fitzgerald trophy is I think that's between Cleveland and Detroit. I don't know what's between Buffalo and Detroit. I don't know if they have a trophy, but if we do have a trophy, I think it should be an 8-ball.
And why would you say that, Joey?
They're border cities. I'll just put it that way.
Because of BMF.
Yeah. I mean 8-ball like the Magic 8-ball. I didn't mean 8-ball like
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, gotta clarify that. And if we didn't read your comments today, it's because we are having technical difficulties with all this.
Is there even any comments? I didn't see any.
There's
pop up.
tons of comments right now.
Well, let's see what we got going on here for a second.
Let me put a frame. Let me put. Lions. Steve says Lions 38, Bills 21,
Okay.
and then there's a lot of comments here. Someone's saying YouTube. Good afternoon, fellas. Ken Fisher says, and he says he does look a little bit. I don't know. You know what? We gotta read these when it's
We actually see them.
Yeah, because you know, I got good eyes. I got tested for whatever, like 20/20 vision or whatever. I can't read this on a little screen. So next time we will read your comments on the screen. Obviously, we're down here for every home game. And what's the next home game? Next home game is the
Vikings.
Vikings. So
Yep.
and we
Last
might
game
not
of
be
the season.
might be down here.
Vikings going down.
Yeah, screw you, Matt.
Yeah,
Anyways. We have a lot. We have a lot to get to. We're gonna get to this tailgate party. So if you're coming on down, come to the tailgate party. We will. You'll have a lot of fun.
Like I said, we're going to be giving away. We're raffling off a Lions jersey. I got a Fifth of Crown that has a Lions bag on it. We're going to raffle that off again. You got to be 21 to win that. We might do a couple other things, maybe some blaster boxes or something. I might give away some T-shirts, break match. You never know what's going to happen at a Three Kings tailgate. So come check it out. We're cooking up some food, tons of snacks, good music. And we're going to give Buffalo Bills fans help today.
Yeah,
That's what
hopefully
we're
we
gonna
see
do.
some more drones around here. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
Well, I got the heater in the truck. We can pop one down.
I'm talking about one of the drones. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll shoot it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's gonna work well.
Just playing. Not popping off no rounds in the city.
No, we know better. Anyways, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next podcast. We talk more Detroit Lions football here on Detroit Lions News podcast. Stay tuned for maybe a post game podcast later.
Yeah,
And
we
then-
do that. I'll be a little sauced up, but yeah.
later, and then potentially we'll have a podcast Wednesday, and then we're gonna do some. We obviously got to do our preview for the Bears the next week. So, but the Bears they're out to lunch now. They're just saying like screw it. We have Cabo eyes.
The Care Bears.
Yeah, they don't care no more.
The Don't Care Bears.
They don't care no more. You see, last week they had 2 yards of offense before the end of the half. It was insane. But we'll see you guys on the next podcast. We talk more Detroit Lions football here on the Detroit Lions News podcast. I'm your host, Joe Chap. He's your other host, James Matthews. And
Go Lions,
we
baby.
will see you in the next
Get this win.
podcast and we talk more Detroit Lions.